If you are over the age of 60, you need to stop eating certain vegetables immediately because they could be raising your stroke risk overnight. Picture this common scenario. You finish a wonderful healthy dinner, maybe a crisp salad or a plate of steamed greens, and you go to bed feeling proud of your choices. You've done everything right, or so you think. But by 3 a.m., something goes terribly wrong. You wake up with slurred speech, a strange weakness in your left arm, or a sudden, terrifying bout of vertigo. Most people believe these medical emergencies are triggered by greasy fast food, high sugar, or a lifetime of bad habits. But the reality is far more shocking. Sometimes the culprit is the very vegetable you thought was protecting your brain. It sounds impossible, right? How can a superfood you've been told is heart-healthy for decades suddenly turn against you the moment you cross 60? I've spent years analyzing clinical data and working with older adults to understand how the aging metabolism processes nutrients, and what I've discovered is that the rules of nutrition change as we age. A food that acted as medicine when you were 40 can actually backfire when you are 70, especially when it interacts with common medications or is eaten at the wrong time of day. I've synthesized hours of research and case studies to bring you this definitive guide. Today, we are revealing 9 common vegetables that can quietly increase stroke risk for seniors, and more importantly, the exact methods you need to use to keep eating them safely. Stick with me until the very end, because the final vegetable on our list is one that millions of seniors eat every single week, and it is arguably the most dangerous of them all if you don't know the secret to neutralizing its effects. Before we dive into the first vegetable, if you want to stay sharp, independent, and take control of your metabolic health, make sure to join our community by subscribing. We're here to help you navigate these hidden health traps so you can live your best life. Let's start with a vegetable you likely consider a best friend, but which can secretly become a hidden enemy to your brain after 60. Vegetable number 9 is spinach. For generations, we've praised spinach as a nutritional powerhouse, loaded with iron, magnesium, and life-giving antioxidants. However, after 60, this superfood undergoes a shift in how it interacts with your body. The danger lies in oxalates. These are natural compounds in spinach that love to bind to calcium. In a younger body, the kidneys are efficient filters that flush these out without a second thought. But as we age, our kidney function naturally slows down. Our blood vessels lose their elasticity, and many of us start taking calcium or vitamin D supplements. When these factors collide, oxalates and calcium form microscopic crystals in your bloodstream. Think of these crystals like fine sand being poured into a very thin pipe. Over time, they can narrow the small, delicate arteries that feed your brain. As you sleep, your blood flow weakens and oxygen levels drop. A small clot can easily form, triggering what doctors call a silent stroke. This doesn't mean you have to throw away your spinach. It just means you have to play by a new set of rules. To stay safe, you should only eat spinach during breakfast or lunch, when your metabolism is peaking and your body can process it. You should also avoid pairing it with your daily supplements. If you respect these boundaries, spinach remains a protector. If you ignore them, it might be working against your brain while you sleep. But spinach isn't the only green giant hiding a secret. Wait until you hear what a simple head of broccoli can do to your blood pressure if you aren't consistent. Moving on to vegetable number 8, we have a giant of the nutrition world, broccoli. For decades, this vegetable has been the poster child for heart health, packed with fiber and antioxidants that support long-term longevity. But after you turn 60, broccoli can introduce a silent risk. It isn't the vegetable itself that's the problem, but how it interacts with the chemistry of an aging body and common medications. The issue centers on vitamin K, the nutrient responsible for helping your blood clot. In your younger years, efficient clotting is a sign of health. However, many seniors take blood thinners like warfarin or even a daily aspirin to manage cardiovascular health. Too much vitamin K can suddenly interfere with these medications, making your blood either dangerously thick or precariously thin. That delicate balance is often the only thing standing between stable circulation and a life-altering stroke. The real danger here isn't just the vitamin K, it's inconsistency. If you eat a massive amount of broccoli one week and then none the next, Your medication levels can swing wildly without you ever feeling it. You won't notice a thing until your blood pressure spikes or a clot forms because your blood became too thick to flow properly. To keep broccoli on your plate safely, you must maintain a steady, consistent intake. Avoid sudden dietary cleanses or radical changes in how much you consume. When you keep your portions balanced and your doctor informed, broccoli remains a powerful ally for your heart. Next, let's talk about vegetable number 7, romaine lettuce. For many of us, a light salad at dinner feels like the ultimate safe meal, low in calories and easy on the stomach. But eating romaine late in the evening can quietly set the stage for a stroke while you sleep. Romaine acts as a natural diuretic, meaning it signals your body to flush out water. When you're 30, this is a minor detail, but after 60, your thirst signals are weaker, your kidneys work slower, and your arteries are naturally stiffer. If you eat a large salad at night, you may wake up dehydrated without even realizing it. As water leaves your body, your blood becomes thicker and moves sluggishly through those aging vessels. This slow-moving, sludgy blood makes it much easier for small clots to form, especially if you are already taking blood pressure medication. The solution is all about timing. Enjoy your romaine at lunch or early in the afternoon when your hydration levels are at their peak. If you do choose to have greens at dinner, make sure to drink a full glass of water alongside them to keep your circulation fluid. After 60, timing is truly everything. If you eat it at the wrong hour, it strains your brain. Eat it at the right time and it's the refreshing health booster it's meant to be. But what about the snacks we consider harmless? You might be surprised to learn that even a raw carrot can trigger a blood pressure spike if your timing is off. Wait until you see why nighttime carrots are a risk you shouldn't take. Now we come to vegetable number 6, raw carrots. They are widely considered one of the ultimate health snacks, crunchy, low in calories, and famously loaded with beta-carotene for your eyes. But for those over 60, especially if you are managing pre-diabetes or a slower metabolism, raw carrots can create a quiet storm for your circulation. The issue is that raw carrots digest quite rapidly, causing a quick release of natural sugars into your system. While a younger body snaps back from this sugar spike instantly, an older body can experience a metabolic roller coaster. If you eat them late at night, that sugar surge is followed by a crash while you sleep. This drop triggers stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to flood your system, which tightens your blood vessels and jacks up your blood pressure exactly when your heart should be resting. Combined with mild overnight dehydration, your blood thickens, creating a dangerous setup for clots. The fix? Never eat raw carrots alone at night. Pair them with healthy fats or proteins like hummus or nuts during the day to slow down sugar absorption. Vegetable number 5 is garlic. For centuries, garlic has been a legendary healer, known for lowering blood pressure and boosting immunity. But after 60, garlic can cross the line from a protector to a legitimate danger if you are on medication. Garlic is a potent natural blood thinner. If you are already taking a prescription like warfarin, Plavix, or even just a daily aspirin, adding high amounts of garlic can make your blood too thin. This leaves the delicate vessels in your brain vulnerable to bleeding, which can lead to dizziness, bruising, or even a hemorrhagic stroke. I'm not suggesting you quit garlic, but you must be smart. Avoid concentrated garlic supplements unless your doctor signs off, and stick to cooked garlic in your meals. Cooking actually tames the blood-thinning power, making it safer for your system. Watch for signs like frequent headaches or unusual bruising. These are your body's ways of telling you the balance is off. Then there's vegetable number 4, onions. Like garlic, onions are packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation. However, they contain a compound called quercetin. Quercetin is excellent for widening blood vessels to lower blood pressure. But for a senior already on blood pressure medication, it can cause your levels to dip too low. When your blood pressure bottom outs, oxygen delivery to the brain slows down, leading to confusion, fatigue, or fainting episodes. To stay safe, treat onions as a flavor enhancer rather than a main ingredient, and try to cook them to reduce the quercetin's intensity. Before we move on to the next 3 vegetables, I want to ask you, how old are you, and where are you watching from today? We love hearing from our community, so please drop a comment below and let us know how your health journey is going. Up next is a vegetable that many people actually mistake for a healthy grain, and it could be causing your blood sugar to spike like white bread. Wait until you see why this comfort food might be the most deceptive one on the list. Vegetable number 3 on our list is corn. For many of us, corn feels like the ultimate comfort food, whether it's a warm bowl of soup, a side of grits, or fresh corn on the cob. It feels harmless, but there is a nutritional truth that most people overlook. From a metabolic standpoint, corn behaves much more like a refined starch than a green vegetable. After 60, this distinction becomes critical. When you consume corn, your body converts its natural sugars into glucose almost immediately, causing a blood sugar spike very similar to eating a slice of white bread. If your insulin response has slowed down, or your circulation isn't what it used to be, this creates a dangerous roller coaster effect. These sugar surges, followed by sudden crashes, force your body to release stress hormones like cortisol. This process tightens your blood vessels and thickens your blood, creating the ideal environment for a clot to form while you sleep. You don't have to give it up entirely, but you should treat corn as an occasional side dish rather than a daily staple. Always pair it with healthy fats like avocado or protein to slow down that sugar absorption, and try to avoid it late in the evening when your body is less active. Next, we have vegetable number 2, asparagus. This is often viewed as a sophisticated, clean vegetable that fits perfectly into any healthy diet. However, after 60, it can quietly put your circulation at risk due to its timing. Asparagus is a powerful natural diuretic. While this is fine for younger adults, for seniors, it can lead to overnight dehydration. When you become dehydrated during the night, your blood becomes thicker and moves sluggishly through your arteries. This raises the risk of small clots that can block oxygen flow to the brain. The fix is quite simple. Enjoy your asparagus at lunch or during an early dinner while you are still active and hydrating. If you are on blood pressure or kidney medication, it's especially important to talk to your doctor, as asparagus can intensify the effects of those drugs. We are now approaching the most controversial vegetable on our list, one that is a staple in almost every kitchen, but could be the silent trigger for symptoms that mimic a stroke. Finally, we reach vegetable number 1, the tomato. Tomatoes are often viewed as the ultimate symbol of health, vibrant, refreshing, and loaded with antioxidants. But after 60, this kitchen staple can quietly create circulation issues that actually mimic stroke symptoms. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family, which contains compounds like histamines, tyramines, and solanine. In aging brains and fragile blood vessels, these compounds can trigger inflammation, cause vessels to constrict or dilate unpredictably, and even interfere with nerve signaling. This can lead to sudden dizziness, headaches, or a strange numbness that feels eerily similar to the early warning signs of a stroke. Furthermore, the high acidity in tomatoes can disrupt your electrolyte balance, depleting the calcium and magnesium your body needs for stable nerve and muscle function. When eaten in large amounts at night, this can cause blood pressure swings while you sleep. To keep them in your diet, try cooking them gently to reduce solanine levels, and always pair them with magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds to balance the acidity. After uncovering these 9 vegetables, it's natural to feel a bit uneasy. We've been told our whole lives that vegetables are always the good guys, and largely they still are. But as you cross 60, your body changes. Your kidneys filter more slowly, your vessels become more delicate, and your hydration needs shift. It's no longer just about what you eat, but when you eat it, and how it interacts with your lifestyle. Awareness isn't about restriction, it's about freedom. By making small, intentional adjustments to your timing and hydration, you can continue to enjoy these foods without fear. Remember, this information is for educational purposes, and you should always consult your healthcare provider before making major changes to your diet, especially if you are managing chronic conditions. Which of these 9 vegetables surprised you the most? Will you be changing your dinner routine tonight? Let us know in the comments below. Your experience might be exactly what another member of our community needs to hear today. If you found this deep dive valuable, please give us a like and subscribe to stay informed, strong, and independent. What you put on your plate today defines the clarity and strength you'll have tomorrow. Stay sharp, stay safe, and stay vital.